Oh yeah, that's what we're doing today. Hey guys, welcome to the second episode of SonnySideUp, and today we're going to be making a homemade red butter sauce with spaghetti and grilled chicken thighs. So the first thing you want to do, guys, for our sauce is you want to have some cherry tomatoes. I have about a box right here, and what you want to do is put them in a container where you can hold them, and we just want to bring them over to the faucet and give them a quick rinse. And just rinse them nice and easy, and then drain them so it's only just a little bit of water on them. And it was pretty good to me after about one rinse. And now what we want to do is as we finish rinsing them, we're going to get a couple of them out, and we're probably not going to use all of them, but we can start with a couple and see where we're at after we've cut them in half. So what you want to do is take a sharp knife, and you can cut them longwise, or you can cut them horizontal fashion, doesn't really matter, or both. And we just want to cut until we have as many as we think we need for this sauce. So guys, after we've cut our tomatoes, now we have to remember that we're making pasta, so it's going to take a while for this water to start boiling. So what I just did here is I got a big pan, and I filled it up with water almost all the way to the top, about 3-4 fingers from the top. I put the heat on high, and I'm just going to wait till that comes to a boil while we're cooking our other food. Okay guys, so we have a saucepan over here on the right side of our oven, and I put it at about medium heat. Let that get a little hot, and now we're going to add our extra virgin olive oil in. Just going to put a little bit just to coat the bottom of the pan, maybe a little extra, and that's going to get nice and hot. Our pan is a little hot, so I'm just going to turn the heat down just a little bit, just so it'll stay like that. So guys, my heat was on medium. I added the tomatoes in here, and we're going to let them break down a little bit. And I turned my heat down to about low, and just adjust the heat accordingly, and make sure your tomatoes don't burn. And we're just going to let these sit here, and it's a very important part of our sauce because we want these tomatoes to cook enough so that they can secrete the juices. And what that's going to happen when we add our butter, it's going to create our sauce. If you don't let these cook long enough for their juices to come out, you're going to end up with a disaster, and the sauce is not going to look like a sauce or taste like one. Okay guys, now we're going to roughly chop some garlic for our sauce. Our tomatoes have been cooking for about 2 minutes, and now we want to add our garlic in. Okay guys, our water is come up to a boil now. We just want to add salt and our spaghetti. You don't want to add any oil in the water, because if you do, the sauce will not stick to the spaghetti. So we have our spaghetti, and we're just going to dump it in now. And you wanna mix this so that they don't clump all together. All right, guys. I've added some diced canned tomatoes, about 3/4 of a can, because our tomatoes didn't have enough juice in it. And now we add our butter. First, we're going to add about half a stick of butter, and we're just going to let that melt in to create a nice buttery flavor for our sauce. Okay guys, our sauce has simmered down a little bit. Now comes the important part. What we want to do is we have some pepper here, and we want to season it with pepper. Make sure you get it in everywhere. That should be good. We have some garlic powder. And this will just give it a little more of a garlicky flavor. And this is not salted at all. And now we're going to stir that in. Make sure it incorporates. Okay. And what we want now is we want to turn the heat down a little bit, because we don't want it to stick or turn too thick. And we're going to add our fresh basil, dried basil. If you have fresh, you can use that. We're just going to stir that in. And if your sauce is getting a little thick, you can add some water in it. That's fine, which I'm probably going to do in just a second here. And now, here's the important part. We want to add some honey, because that's really going to sweeten all that tomato sauce in there. And the last thing we'll add will be some salt. Okay, our salt is right here. Okay, and we just want to mix that all in. Like I said, your sauce is too thick, add some water, and if it's not, just let it reduce for another couple minutes. Hey guys, I've turned the fire down to low heat. I've let this reduce. I've added a little more butter, I've tasted, add a little more salt. So remember to taste your sauce and see what it needs and then add accordingly. Now, one of the final steps is just adding some freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano on top like that. And don't be shy with this. It's pretty salty, but like I said, taste accordingly, and it gives it a nice nutty flavor. Guys, our sauce is done. Our pasta is done. Now it's time to combine. Oh, would you look at that? It looks amazing, and it smells amazing. And now we're just going to give it a brief mixing to combine everything. And it smells, whoo! Okay guys, our pasta is done. Now we're ready to make our grilled chicken thighs. What we're going to need for this is some garlic powder. We're going to use this to season the top. Remember, this is not salty. We need a little bit of Himalayan salt, or any type of salt. Some pepper. And then we have some rosemary garlic seasoning here. And we're just gonna go over the top. Okay, now we're gonna turn our chicken around. And I'm doing this with a fork so I don't cross-contaminate. And we're just gonna turn our chicken around and do the same on the inside with everything that we've been doing. Okay guys, so we've seasoned our chicken. We're ready to go get it grilled. And you may be asking, you know, why grilled chicken with this dish? It's not that weird actually. The reason I'm making grilled chicken is because this grilled fresh taste is going to cut into the fattiness and the fullness of the pasta and the sauce. So these two are going to complement each other really well. Okay guys, now we're ready to grill these puppies. 7 to 8 minutes aside. Listen for that sizzle. Okay guys, these have been cooking for about 7 minutes aside. Now they're ready to turn. And look at that. Oh, and don't worry about those black marks. That's deliciousness. It's not burned or anything. They're going to be tasting great. Alright guys, our chicken is done. We're ready to plate, and most importantly, we're ready to eat. Okay guys, chicken is done. Pasta is done. Now it's time to plate. Nice serving of pasta. Alright guys, now we're going to put our nice chicken thighs right on the top, the side of this pasta. Just like that. And there you go. That's our homemade red butter sauce with spaghetti and our chicken thighs on the grill.
Hey guys, you know who it is. I just want to say thank you for watching my video. If you liked it, please subscribe. Please like it. Please share it. And also, just a note about the pasta. So the amount of sauce we made was good for about half of what we used. So instead of using a whole box of pasta with spaghetti, just use half, and the results will be perfect. But anyway, thank you. And remember that the best eggs are the ones that are sunny side up. Thanks, I'm Sonny. God bless, and have a nice day.